I think in this world that is, as I said earlier, so frantic and people are searching for answers, and it feels like there is chaos out there. Even if we hide ourselves in our room, we're bombarded with images, we're bombarded with fear, we're bombarded with social media, other people's fear. You know, we've been through devastating times, we've been through drought, bushfire, flooding, and now the current, panic on all the madness that's out there at the moment. We tune into this collective consciousness of anxiety. I think in this world that is, as I said earlier, so frantic and people are searching for answers and people are starting to slow down, maybe we should go back to nature and think back a few thousand years and think they weren't so wrong at all.
Yeah, I think it's very poignant, that opener, because I think people are starting to look around and thinking, well, how can I change things? How can I protect myself? How can I keep myself healthier for longer, healthier and stronger for longer? And that is where Balanced Essentials comes into it, because this is a brand that has existed and thrived for nearly 25 years. A lot of you will know Cheryl Gilbert. You trust her. She's wonderful to listen to. And honestly, even if you're not interested in essential oils and the power of them, just listen over the next hour, because it's absolutely fascinating. We are going to look at the finest therapeutic grade pure oils, and in fact we get so many calls when we do Balanced Essentials shows, and I know Cheryl does through the business, for people wanting the pure oils to put into diffusers, and that's what this hour is all about, because we are launching the 5-pack of pure oils this hour. We are live, everybody, so you can send us an email. Please do that. But before we get into it, let's learn a little bit more about this very special brand.
Balanced Essentials is an Australian aromatherapy company devoted to health and well-being, using the highest quality therapeutic essential oils in its all-natural product range. Each oil is subjected to quality control procedures to ensure scientific evidence of its properties. This unique collection, superbly presented, describe the effect on the mind and relate to an energy center of the body. Beautiful blends that will uplift, calm, focus your awareness, are vital for your skin and will inspire you. The inclusion of crystals to promote and amplify the properties of the products support results that offer a profound and beneficial approach to health and well-being. Take a deep breath. Now sit back and relax. Open Shop invites you to awaken your senses with Balanced Essentials.
Well, she has been missed. She has been missed, because this is a woman a lot of you will know from your television screens for many, many years. And what's so, I don't know if it is ironic, I suppose ironic might be the word, that before we launched BE back here at Open Shop, yes, Cheryl said to me, Justine, do you think people really want to see me back on the telly? And how unbelievable is it in the current climate that here you are with Balanced Essentials, more important than ever for people to understand the power of essential oils. Before we even talk, Cheryl Gilbert, about that, what is the power of essential oils?
Essential oils are a natural way of healing. They've been used for thousands of years, even before the Egyptians. People have relied on nature to look after themselves. We didn't have medicine until the 1900s. So what we did do, we relied on what was around us, whether it be lavender, whether it be lemon off the tree, and we used the cold pressed from the skin. there were so many things were actually used, and even in plague times they used to have their little posies and they had all of their oils. So it's been something that I think the human as a species is just so related to this, because so many essential oils also come in our food, which we do eat. We don't eat aromatherapy, but if you're going to have basil pesto, you're going to be having the essential oils that are in that. If you're going to have rosemary with your lamb, you're going to get the essential oils that come with the rosemary.
Okay, so there's a lot of people, I think, out there that understand the power of essential oils, particularly now. But what is the difference with BE? What is the difference with Balanced Essentials? 25 years, nearly 25 years, Cheryl.
Yes.
I mean, you're not just still in business, you're absolutely thriving. What is the difference with this brand?
I think what happened in the very beginning was I wanted it to be as easy for people as possible. So I made the 5 blends which cover every aspect of life. You have your lifestyle premium blends in these, which is your Be Uplifted, Be Calm, Be Aware, Be Vital, Be Inspired. So they cover every aspect. They have a number of essential oils in them, so you don't have to think about, if you're not feeling well or you're upset or you're achy, you don't have to think, what oil will I put with it? What am I going to do now? They're already done.
Yeah.
A lot of the time too, you can have a smell of them and you'll know instantly which one, because the human body is very, very good at healing itself, and it will draw you to what you need. Even in food, you'll be drawn to certain foods at certain times of the year as well.
I think our viewers also need to ask themselves, like, where do they want to be in their state of being, in their state of mind, their state of health? Do they want to be calmer? Do they want to be more relaxed?
Yes.
Cheryl, do they want to be more aware, more focused? I think that is where Balanced Essentials is so incredibly powerful, and not just for the body and the massage oils and the pain, and we talk about that later, but we're talking now about your state of being, which is more important than ever, and those senses, right?
You're looking at the human body, and smell is such an important part. And I have told people before on air, and they've often thought, well, that's quite relevant. If you had found someone in your life that you thought would be perfect for marriage, and they had everything you wanted, they were well off, they were a lovely personality.
They owned the right greyhound, Cheryl,
they
everything.
Had the right greyhound.
Everything.
But if you didn't like the smell of them, if when you were right next to them, the smell to you was quite
off-putting,
very off-putting, that would damage your relationship.
It's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing. I mean, we've been talking now for the first 10 minutes of this show, and I don't think we've even given them anything to buy. I think we're just talking because it is very, very timely. This hour, all about the pure oils.
It's a great time because so many people out there are concerned. They're not feeling well, they're panicking. It's a wonderful time to reacquaint yourself with nature, a time when you can feel peaceful, a time when each and every one of these blends will bring you something. It's a gift from nature. And it's so important to us, especially at this particular time.
We're going to give you the details, but just as we do, please remember this. You are supporting an Australian brand, and in most cases, Cheryl, through the supply chain of the ingredients that she uses, therapeutic grade pure oils, will use Australian ingredients, and you're supporting an Aussie business as well. And we're going to talk more about how BE is different and what sets them apart, why they are a premium essential oil brand, and you need this more than ever. Here come your details, everybody. This is the item number 302987. It is a 5-pack of pure oils. So if you picked up on the massage pack, this is not the same price, and there is a reason for that.
Yes.
And that's probably the first thing that we will address. This is for diffuser oil burners. Your diffuser is more concentrated. You get 5 bottles. You're getting 1 for free. So you're paying for 4 and getting 1 for free. Be Uplifted, be calm, be aware, be vital, and be inspired. And each bottle has the crystal that best harmonizes with that oil
Yes.
inside the bottle. So whether it be a carnelian or an amethyst or
Aventurine.
whatever, aventurine.
And I think that's really one of the things that does set it apart. I don't know many companies that put a crystal in every product, and to me it was such an important part because they really do help to energise the blend. We know how powerful crystals are. If we look at the science, and anyone can go online and do their research into crystals,
Yeah.
you will realise just how powerful they are, and what they tend to do is make this particular blend yours. They tend to interact with your body. They help this particular blend to work the very best for you. So even with carnelian, it's very balancing. Aventurine, it's a very calming one. So all of them have been put in a way that will best work with those essential oils.
Now, Cheryl Gilbert has been running the business out of one of the worst areas for Wi-Fi or NBN I've ever seen in my life. Cheryl, every day you talk to Cheryl, my phone lines are down. My phone lines are down. I said, Cheryl, where are you living? Where are you in the... It's unbelievable, but it's beautiful, isn't it, Cheryl? And here we are now. This is gorgeous.
As you can see, we're quite well isolated to a certain extent. The first photograph showed you in the distance the Blue Mountains, but we're still metropolitan Sydney, which is surprising. But a lot of couriers have found that a little bit difficult to understand or to believe, but no, over the time it's a lovely area there.
It is beautiful.
And because it's such a natural place, I kept it very rustic. I love being there because I bring in a lot of people with tourism as well, and we get a lot of really lovely elderly people where I can sit them down in the warehouse. I take out all the chairs, we give them a morning tea, and then I let them experience the products. I talk to them and educate them on natural health and on natural pain relief. So it's been such a pleasure to do it because the majority of people that leave on a high. They leave believing that they've got something that will change their life for the better.
Well, speaking of changing people's lives, I'm going to get up and show them. I have to because it's crazy.
Thank you.
This is what Balanced Essentials is all about. Each one of these folders contains a testimonial from a person. Just one testimonial.
No, there's actually in each sleeve, if the customers have sent me more than one letter, and I've been going, as you know, for many years, there's probably a whole collection. They've sent me beautiful stories as well about their life, their children, their whole healing process with essential oils. And
their animals and how their lives have changed.
Animals, yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got about 10 or 12 folders here, but there are more boxes at Cheryl's home, and we have more reviews on our website. Cheryl does on hers as well. They're absolutely everywhere, and I think this is why we show this, because I think it's just to explain to people that Balanced Essentials is so different, and we're so proud here at Open Shop to have brought this brand back to the Australian television screens, because it is a life-changing brand. It changes the way people live. It changes their quality of living, the way they manage pain, the way they manage stress, the way they manage anxiety. And it is life-changing. And these folders, just a snapshot here, is testament to how extraordinary this brand is, and also testament to the fact that Balanced Essentials works. And you at home have your 30-day money-back guarantee. So even on a consumable product like BE, we still give you that 30 days because we understand that people say, okay, well, I want to try it. How is Balanced Essentials different? You'll know within minutes. It is therapeutic grade. It is pure. There are no fillers. It is made here in Australia with, where possible, a supply chain of Australian ingredients. And for 25 years, it has been such a powerful player in the pain management of Australians. It's just an extraordinary, extraordinary brand. All right, we're going to step back with Miss Cheryl and go through this pack. But before we get into all of the oils, I want to give you a little preview of what else is coming up, because yes, finally we have the 5-pack of the pure oils,
Yes.
which people have been waiting for their diffusers. But if you want the massage blends, you want to be able to put it on your skin. They're the same. Be uplifted, be calm, be aware, be vital, and be inspired. And the difference is the price, obviously, because they have, what do they have in them that's different to the pure?
They're diluted. We're looking at the pures here, which are 15 mils of pure essential oils, only essential oils in the blend. But the massage ones, you have to dilute any essential oil to go on the body, or the majority of essential oils. They're too strong. You need very little essential oils to actually make a profound difference to you. They have to go into carrier oil, and I've put them into sweet almond, wheat germ and macadamia, which is one of the best blends. The majority of it is sweet almond. They're full of so much goodness and antioxidants, and they help you. You apply it to the skin. Now, within 3 minutes of applying to the skin, you will see the difference. You will know the difference, because a lot of the research that I've done in the past that has now been taken overseas shows how quickly, through thermal imaging, essential oils are absorbed into the body.
And we're going to show you that a little later, but we're not essentially talking about the massage oils this hour because it's all about the pure. But we wanted to give you the option that they are there. You can buy the massage blends this hour, but it's all about this 5-pack. Your 5 pures. Be uplifted, be calm, be aware, be vital, and be inspired.
This was important too, because last time we had a number of people asking, because a lot of people now have diffusers or vaporizers in their home. And they said, but I want the pures as well, because I want to be able to have that in my room.
Yep.
I want to be able to cleanse my environment. I want to be able to have calming oils at night when I want to go to sleep, when I'm feeling really stressed or anxious. So, or you know, perhaps you're not feeling great, and you want to have some of the oils that are actually used in aromatherapy to help you breathe deeply. So this is your whole range, and that's why it was important this time we brought it, because so many people now are wanting to use the vaporizer in their home and cleanse their house.
Absolutely, and not just your home, but your business as well. Be uplifted. Maybe it's uplifting, maybe it's motivation and energizing. Be calm. We'll talk about these in detail to soothe the body and the mind. Complete relaxation. Maybe it's be aware to stimulate focus, inner strength and achievement. Be vital is also in the pack. That's all about encouraging that gentle balance in your life, and one of the best moisturizers too. And of course, be inspired, which is all about that perfect peace of mind to meditate and reflect. And if you are picking up the 5-pack of pure oil blends today, the gift set, you are getting 1 full oil for free.
Yes.
1 full oil for free. Plus, if you use Afterpay, of course, you've got the 30 days on top of that. Plus, if it's your first purchase with us here at Open Shop, you get 10% off. So you can order at any time on 1325.80 or at openshop.com.au. Testimonials. I mean, Cheryl, there's so much information to get out about the 5 pures. Where do you want to start with this pack? What is this pack going to do for someone picking it up today?
I think what I want to get across is the point of difference. As I've mentioned before, I use crystals in the blend to help it, and that makes it very different. But I use the highest quality essential oils. They're the therapeutic grade essential oils that go into all of these products here. When you're looking at a lot of aromatherapy out there, it's very hard to choose. You get very confused. You don't know if you're getting pure oils.
We are bombarded.
You are bombarded by a lot of synthetic or nature identical or cheap oils on the market. Some of the oils are very expensive. For anyone that's used a lot of blends out there, they've paid an awful lot of money. You have to remember there's many companies that have multi-levels in them. And because of that, they have many people to pay. I've brought this out direct. It's an Australian brand. It was very important because everybody gets essential oils from all around the world. If we're looking at the different climatic conditions, there's not one company that can grow everything in their backyard.
Right,
so a lot of the essential oils come from all over. And that was what it was important, that I kept it at a reasonable price so people could enjoy it and benefit from it.
So the point here is, please compare apples for apples. If you are paying $20 for a pure essential oil bottle, what are you getting? What are the percentages? What is it sitting in? Where did the ingredients come from? Who blended it? What's the synergy? Cheryl has that background in nursing. That's where it all sort of started for you in that sort of healing process, then into the crystals and the aromatherapy, obviously, and through that.
Yes.
So what people have to understand is, besides the finest ingredients, the top tier, the best of the best, besides the crystal, the blue bottles to stop the light, besides all of it.
And the expensive essential oils that are in this, we're talking about neroli, we're talking about frankincense or olibanum, we're talking about sandalwood, we're talking about a lot of expensive essential oils that are blended into these particular products, and they have their own specific way of benefiting you, but they are very expensive to buy and to purchase. But I wanted to make it economical for people. I remember when I first started, there were so many oils out there and people could purchase up to 30 or 40, and then they'd have to work out, do I add a drop of this? Do I add 3 drops of that? And if you're not feeling well, if you're achy and painy, or you just want to go home and be calm, it's very confusing and very timely. I wanted people to have one bottle that was blended for them, that would do all of the things they needed, but very simply they just choose, I want to be calm tonight, or I'm going to work and I'm feeling really stressed. What am I going to do? I want to be uplifted. Or I've got exams, I want to study, I want to retain knowledge. Be aware.
Well, I think people are probably going to be spending a bit more time in their homes coming up.
Yes.
And they probably are feeling quite stressed and quite anxious. You know, so it is such perfect timing that we've got this show. Such perfect timing. Honestly, I cannot believe it.
Because if you go back in history and you're looking at essential oils and you're looking at the photographs of people during plague times, they relied on essential oils to help them. Now, no one wants to frighten anyone, but if you're being told to wash your hands with soap and water, I can't think of a better thing to do afterwards than to put some essential oil blend onto your hand as well.
Absolutely.
And you're covered in so many different areas.
Yes, absolutely. And that's, you know, the other thing, of course, is it's important for people to stay calm. It's important for people to be aware in this current climate. So that's why I'm just loving it, because I thought, oh, this is just perfect for people, because this is going to change your home. So let's go through the actual oils themselves. Where would you like to start, Cheryl?
Well, one thing I want to actually show people is you get it in a gift set or a set that you can keep it together, because often with essential oils, if you tend to spill it, and with the pure ones especially, they are very strong. If you were to get them on a lacquered surface and you didn't clean it up, you probably would find that after a while the lacquered surface would be a little bit damaged. So
these are not for the skin?
These are not for the skin. These go into the water, into the diffuser. And one of the things with it, if they're all kept together, you have a choice of whichever one you're going to use, whichever mood you're in.
Yes.
But one of the benefits too is push the little lids down in each and every container. That way you can easily get it out. So you can basically go to your little box, which is that way, and then you can just lift it up and it will be all ready to go.
And don't
or
forget,
trying
can
to
I
lift it up.
put a couple of drops in the bath as well?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You can put a couple of drops in the bath. Very, very easy with a diffuser, because you just pick it up. Now, if you're wondering, if you haven't got your glasses on and you're wondering, oh, have I got the right one, the one that goes on the skin, or have I got the one that goes in the diffuser, which is very strong, you'll find that there's a little dripulator in the top in the pures, which makes it ideal to go into a vaporizer and give it one shake.
Any diffuser, Cheryl?
Any diffuser.
Great.
And that's why I haven't brought out any diffusers in my range. There are so many, there are hundreds out there.
Yeah.
Everyone can make a choice for their own home, their lifestyle,
and their decor.
design, their decor.
So let me just remind everybody what we're doing here today live, everyone. We are live. We are launching the Pure Balanced Essentials oils. I know so many calls for them. We have the massage blends available, but the Pure oils are here for the diffusers. 5-star review after 5-star review after 5-star review. This is a product that changes the way you live, the way you feel in your home or your workplace. They are not $10 oils. We'd make absolutely no excuses for that. They are the best of the best, therapeutic grade, pure, and of course containing that genuine crystal in every single bottle. When we come back, we're going to talk about them individually, what the blend is, why they've been chosen, and absolutely any questions, email them through as well, live@openshop.com.au. We'll be back in just a second.
I discovered Balanced Essentials about 13 years ago. 12, 13 years ago, I worked with Cheryl from Balanced Essentials, and she was a guest on, I used to host her shows. And it was an exciting moment to see the power that she had created with this synergy of blends. And I've kind of stuck with it, and it came into my life at perhaps not a particularly good time, which was perfect, you know, divine timing really. And I've found a lot of solace and help with the oils. I do use the oils every day. There's two in particular that have been, I'd say, in my first response kit for the past 12 years. The Be Calm and the Be Uplifted, and I kind of feel that these two work together so well. The Be Calm for me is meditating. The Be Calm was me 12 years ago when I was going through a particularly bad marriage breakup and health scare, and really felt that I needed all the support that I could get. This is an absolutely magical, magical oil to this day that, you know, if I'm feeling a little bit jittery, it will go into the diffuser, or I'll put it on my body and just, I cannot overestimate the power of this. But then there's Be Uplifted, which is kind of like my daily, and anybody that knows me can smell me coming down the corridor. Be Uplifted is fantastic, not just when you're in a sense of melancholy, but it lifts everybody else around you. It's this beautiful, citrusy, uplifting fragrance. So Be Calm for night and Be Uplifted for daytime, definitely.
And I think Nikki there was talking about the AM and PM duo, which is coming up a little bit later as well. That's in the oils and in the diffuser, the Pures as well. So details on screen for Be Uplifted and Be Calm. There they are, 301244. They're the big bottles there if you're after those at 100 mils, and a great price actually on that as well. Let's come back and talk about the Pures. Which oil would you like to, which Pure oil would you like to start with, Cheryl? Be Uplifted, Be Uplifted.
I always keep them in a certain order,
Oh,
and that way it's so much easier. I always go Uplifted, Calm, Aware, Vital, Inspired.
Right, yes.
So that might be the easiest
Good,
way to
because that's the order I've got here, Cheryl. Let's elbow
Yes, we
punch,
can.
because we're on the same page. Okay, Be Uplifted, let's talk about it. What an incredible blend this is. This is bergamot, geranium, lemongrass, lemon, and lavender, and energized with carnelian crystal. Why? Let's go backwards, Cheryl. Why the carnelian crystal?
Because of the fact it's so balancing. The carnelian is very much to empower you. It's very much a balancing crystal.
Yeah,
and the colours also relate as closely to the colours of the particular packaging.
There's carnelian. That's carnelian, right?
That's carnelian.
I should know.
And they're in every bottle. So when you're finished with the Pures, take the little top off. Take the little one, the dropper off, and to keep the crystal, because often a lot of people save them up over time. But they do have a hole drilled through them. So if you wanted to make jewellery out of the crystals later, I've given you that option too.
Yes.
So it's not just the fact that
and
they're
on
a crystal
Facebook and
bead.
stuff, we've seen so many photos, haven't we, of like women with massive containers, and I think, oh my goodness. So Be Uplifted. When do I use this? What will this do for me, Cheryl?
If you're feeling down, if you're you have a very busy lifestyle, if you're feeling stressed, I always find the Be Uplifted is one of those very cheerful, uplifting blends. It contains a lot of oils that are used in aromatherapy for people that are feeling down, need balancing, for women that, you know, especially if you're going through menopause or any problems, you'll find it's a very balancing blend as well.
Stress, anxiety.
Well, we can't say
No,
that.
we can't say it can help with that because that's making
We can say if you want to feel happy, if you are feeling stressed or anxious, these are the blends that people are drawn to. And they're the highest quality therapeutic essential oils in them. And so Be Uplifted would be one that even with the children, I find if it's vaporised in the home, it's very good to get them going and get them out of the door, because it's also an energising blend. So people tend to use it if they're wanting to wake up a bit and get out the door and be happy for the day.
I just will say also about Be Uplifted,
Yes.
it's like a kick in the butt. It feels like the best zesty, zingy, energising scent. Like it's just like get moving and get you kind of energised straight away. And it's almost, is that what it does? So it goes through your nose to your brain and it just kind of...
Yes, it ends up in the oldest part of the brain. You've got your limbic system. And what happens is it actually goes through the body. It gets absorbed very quickly. Smell can change your life. So you'll find that very, very soon after smelling a blend, you're going to be changed. You're going to find that your body is adapting to those essential oils and using them. And,
Is that why when we get
it will change your mood. Your mood will completely change.
Is that why when we smell something from a memory,
yes,
a perfume or it takes you there straight away?
It takes you straight back. So smell is such an important part for a human being. You'll find that it's a very protective thing, because if you don't like the smell of something,
I see.
you will avoid it. Even if you've eaten food, you will tend to have that smell, which will make you go and throw up.
Yeah.
Because that's a very important part.
Yeah, and it stimulates. So it works in reverse as well. Works in reverse. So we've talked about Be Uplifted. If you've just tuned in, the pure oils from BE are here. Go on.
One of the things people have said to me, with the worry about, you know, there's flu, there's viruses, all sorts of things around, people have asked me, are there natural things to do? Well, there are some. You can use onion and chop an onion up and actually put it in a bowl. They've found that people that had a lot of onion in the past, villages, were very, very healthy. They remained untouched. So onions are great, but the smell of an onion, because it contains sulfuric acid as well, gets into your eye, and that's where you get that teariness from, because it's so powerful. But I'd much rather use essential oils and vaporise throughout the house, cleanse my environment, but I also are impacting my mood. So as well as keeping healthy, during all of these winter seasons and all of the things that we're going through now, I'd much rather use essential oils to do that.
And they are one of the most popular blends is Be Uplifted, but
eclipsed
by Be Calm. This, I know people just love Be Calm. This is lavender, the marjoram, vetiver, neroli, cedarwood, orange, petit grain, all energised with the aventurine crystal, which is
the green one to think of being calm.
There it is there. There's the aventurine. And that's inside every bottle.
That's inside every bottle. And it's, well, think about it. If we are feeling stressed, we're living a very busy lifestyle. There's a lot going on. You're even fighting to go to the supermarket these days.
You are.
You want to relax when you come home. You want to go to bed at night. You want to be able to drift off and have a wonderful sleep, to be rested. And being rested is such a good thing, because that impacts on our immune system.
Totally.
Being happy impacts. The more we laugh, the more that boosts us. Getting adequate sleep, that boosts our immune system. So anything that can help calm us, relax us, that's important. And people that are very anxious, these are the blends, and Be Calm is especially the one that they tend to go to, because in aromatherapy, neroli is especially good, because that's the one they use for shock and grief. But it's just amazing what aromatherapy can do.
Be calm, I think, for not just in the home. You're right, it's so important right now for the home to be the sanctuary, just to escape the madness.
Yes.
But also, we still are having to go to work, and we are still trying to keep some sort of normality in our lives, aren't we? Going to the hairdresser, going for things,
Fighting over toilet paper.
and fighting over toilet paper in
supermarkets.
supermarkets.
They obviously didn't have any Be Calm at home.
That's right, that's right. I mean, it's absolute madness out there. So you want to relax. So if you are a business owner, you have the diffusers going, or if it is for your home, remember, out of the 5 pure bottles that you're getting, 1 bottle is absolutely free today. And in terms of Be Calm, Cheryl, I showed those folders and folders and folders of reviews. I would say half of them have to be about Be Calm.
Yeah.
You know, people, the way it changes people's lives. And, you know, again, anybody out there that goes, these are essential oils, can they be life-changing? Are they life-changing? Yes, they are. Not just the reviews you see there, but you have your 30-day money-back guarantee, and you're able to see how it can impact your mood, how it can impact the way you handle stress, the way you handle anxiety, and the way you react to the world around you.
The way that we live. And the fact that you're getting a gift pack or a travel pack with all 5 means you've got the choice. You can choose whatever needs you have for that particular day, for that particular time. You will get to know the blends. The interesting thing about aromatherapy and essential oils is that you will actually be drawn to the one that you need the most. So you might go through a whole period where you love Be Aware.
Yeah.
And you might have been going through a time when you needed to be more focused. But later on, you might be drawn to Be Calm, or you might go completely to Be Inspired if you're getting in a very creative mode, or, you know, you're wanting to feel fresh and wanting to change your life.
Oh, I forgot.
That will be Inspired.
Oh my goodness. I have to say, sorry, we've just got an email through, and I have to say a big hello to Clarissa and Phil that are watching as well. They sent me a message yesterday, but they were so excited that Balanced Essentials was live today. They sent me a direct message, and I was like, I'm going to say hi to you guys because they love your brand, and I completely forgot today. So I'm glad they've sent an email in. Hello, ladies. Fantastic to see you both. We are absolutely loving the show. Phil is even sitting quietly and watching, LOL. I have now, again, claims. We're not making claims. This is a live email that just came through. I have PTSD and arthritis of the spine, a lot of anxiety and pain. Could you please tell me which oils would help with either condition? Thank you so much. Again, perfect timing for the show. Absolutely loving the show. So peaceful. I've never been called peaceful before. Must be you,
that's
Cheryl.
lovely.
Thank you, Clarissa. We love you, Clarissa and Phil. They have Fluffy Butts Bunny accessories. By the way, that's their business. I'm going to give them a plug as well.
Now, what I will do is I will give Clarissa a call.
Please.
Or I will send a message, because we're not going to make any therapeutic claims. These are therapeutic oils.
Yeah.
But because of the way that our whole society lives, and we're all caught up now with the pharmaceutical side, and I think most people will understand, natural therapies and natural products are not exactly encouraged. And over the nearly 25 years I've been in, it's made it very difficult to have something that you know what it does, but you cannot get out there and tell people without going through so much trouble. And even then you have to temper it. So it is a very difficult situation to be in.
It is a difficult situation. And, you know, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Like, I'm the most... You know, I'm not that person, but when it comes to the big pharmaceutical companies and stuff, you go, how come, you know, products like this, like yours, have to jump through so many hoops? I'm allowed to say that, Ash. I mean, that's my opinion. You know, oh no, Ash didn't even say anything, but I thought he was going to say, stop talking, we're going to get sued. But he didn't actually.
It's common sense.
It's so unfair, isn't it? Products that help people, products that help them manage their pain, you know, and let the buyer beware. When, you know, when I was in high school, it was all about let the buyer beware. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. We're not telling you to drink it. And yet you can't say so many things. It's just so... It's Oh man.
Especially
in television.
Do suggest to people, do your research, look up essential oils, look up the ingredients that are in these products, learn about what they do.
Totally.
There is a booklet. If you purchase this with the gift pack, you're going to actually get a little booklet that has a lot of information on aromatherapy. It's not just on the product, it's actually on aromatherapy itself. I made it more into a little booklet rather than a brochure, and it will help you understand a bit more. But I think most people know these days.
They do.
But they're all going back to natural. People are making a change, especially now. I've been absolutely flat out at work.
Can I get them to email Aroma at
Cheryl
at aroma.com.au. Cheryl at aroma.com. Although with you Clarissa, I'll get Cheryl will email you. Okay, so we're going to, oh, you're forwarding that now, Ash. Sorry, he's doing it now. So we don't even need a pen today. Thank you, Ash. Clarissa, Cheryl's going to email your first cab off the rank. But Cheryl at aroma.com.au, because we can't talk about your specific situation, like the PTSD and the, So we have to get through. Ash is saying that we're so behind time with the oils. Let's talk about Be Aware.
Be Aware. Okay, Be Aware is
let me give the
for
ingredients.
study and focus.
Rosemary, basil, bergamot, geranium, sandalwood, lemon and orange, and it's an amethyst in the bottle. Yes. Tell me about Be Aware.
Be Aware, as I've said, is a very stimulating one. If you're thinking about being, your mind is fuzzy and you want to be stimulated, you want to be clear in mind, but you also want to retain that knowledge. Now, why do we have rosemary for remembrance with Anzac Day?
Yeah.
It's because we know historically rosemary is one of the essential oils that helps you retain knowledge. Basil is a brain stimulant in aromatherapy. So if you're eating basil in your salad, you're going to get a few drops of essential oil out of that if it's a very large pesto. But they're the oils that actually help to stimulate and focus, and that's why it's important, because these days if you're studying, you're feeling under stress, you're under pressure, you want to get the best results, Be Aware would be the one. And we do have many customer comments about how it's helped them and how it's improved their exams, their studies.
Cheryl, how long will this pack last? Because you only need a drop. I mean, depends how big your diffuser is, or oil burn, or how much you use it, but it's just a couple of drops.
You just need a shake. I find that the easiest. The dripulator is in it. Give it a shake and it will last you months. It's quite amazing. 15 mils is quite a bit, and people always say, but how come it lasts so long? I can't understand when it's a tiny bottle, but believe it or not, a little bit will go a long way.
And please don't forget as well, you're getting one bottle for free. One bottle, therapeutic grade, pure, and we have launched them now, the Balanced Essentials Pure Oils. So this is for the diffuser. We do have a show coming up, and we can give you the item number for the massage, the same 5 oils, same size, but in the massage blend that go on the skin. But these are the pure for the diffuser, for the oil blends, and maybe a couple of drops in the bath. Okay, these don't go on the skin. Shall we talk Be Vital? Frankincense, sandalwood, the petitgrain, the neroli, and the orange, all energized with the rose quartz crystal.
Well, I think a lot of people out there that know essential oils and know aromatherapy would know that frankincense and sandalwood and neroli are extremely expensive essential oils. And so it's a very balancing blend as well, but it does more than that. It really does help you in many ways. If you want to feel more balanced, again, if you're feeling, you're a little bit anxious or stressed and you're wanting a smell to calm you down, Be Vital's a great one. I guess we can explain that it does have a very much of an orange blossom smell to it. So it's those beautiful notes, and you'll have a smell of it and you'll go, oh, I feel like I'm in a fragrant garden. So that's probably the best way to explain what Be Vital smells like. but knowing that you have those very expensive essential oils of frankincense, sandalwood, neroli as well.
And now the final one, be inspired. Okay, so
Yes.
this is all about frankincense, lime, ylang ylang, pine, sandalwood and sage, and you've got the clear quartz crystal with
Yes.
this. So I'm going to pick that one up. Cheryl, be inspired, really, meditation, reflection?
Meditation, reflection. If you're feeling it, you want to get into that creative mode, it's probably one of my favourite blends. I really love Be Inspired. I love the smell of it because of the pine, the lime,
Yeah, it's
the
beautiful.
ylang ylang that's in it. And you can smell through the frankincense as well, but it just has a beautiful smell. When people
does.
walk into a room, and you can see them change. They actually take a deep breath, they relax, and it's such a wonderful thing, and it is one that I do use an awful lot.
Cheryl, I think for our viewers watching, one of the things about BE that I think they trust and understand is the quality throughout. And that's what
Yes.
I feel my job is here to stress to them, that this is not, if you are comparing essential oils out there, they're everywhere. They're online, they're in the
Yes.
shops. I've seen packs of 5 essential oils, massage ones that you can put on the skin
Yes.
for $25. I wouldn't even put them on Spencer because I know $25 for that is, you get what you pay for with essential oils very much.
You do.
25 years BE has been going and you've stuck to those principles. What are the principles? What sets BE apart from so many other essential oil ranges out there?
It's very much my principles that I've wanted to help people understand a natural way of healing, and I wanted to use the highest quality essential oils. I very much, for some unknown reason, I was very good at blending essential oils because you can make a lot of essential oils together and put a drop of this, 2 drops of that, but it may not end up smelling the way you want it to smell. It may not have a good smell at all. One thing that I seemed to be very good at was ending up with a blend that people loved the smell of. They absolutely thought they were beautiful. And that's the thing I love too, that I've got something that is the highest quality therapeutic essential oil, but it also has that beautiful smell where you just want to smell more.
Have you changed the blends? Have you changed the smells?
No, I went through, I did some rebranding and I changed the packaging
Yes, we know that.
to
Yeah,
reflect
but the
everything.
inside.
But the actual essential oils, I thought, I can't better that. When
No.
I first sat there with
right.
them and brought them together, I couldn't do it any better. I felt very inspired at the time. And I made sure that I knew exactly what every single oil did. I did a lot of study on the essential oils, but when it came to actually working out, do I use 2 drops of this or 3 drops of this one, it was a very intuitive process where I could actually, it was funny, I could actually see the numbers in my head and I'm going, oh, there's 3 there. Oh, okay, well, then that would mean 3. Yes, I know why I use 3 now.
Right.
It's a very
Amazing.
funny process.
Yeah,
but
because that's all
it's-
part of the blending process and having
Yes.
that skill set. And one of the things as well about launching BE is when we launched it here at Open Shop, and so many people were like, thank God, thank
Yes.
goodness she's back on television with her knowledge, with this quality, it's back. People were calling for the pure oils for their diffuser. You remember our first massage
Yes.
show and people saying, can I get the pure oils? They're here. 5 15ml bottles, 1 bottle in your gift pack is free because of the price reduction. You can use Afterpay as well, and you do have that 30-day money-back guarantee. And if you have not purchased with us here at Open Shop before, remember you get 10% off, a further 10% off your first purchase with us. But what I'd ask people to do is research a bit about Balanced Essentials, read some of the reviews online, and even aromatherapy on its own, maybe not from a company, but just an unbiased source about how it can, especially in these mad times, how it can change the way you live, how it can give you some power back. I think that's what it's about.
It gives you your power back. I mean, these particular essential oils, the pure ones, you can even make up your own cleansers in the home. You can either mix them with a bit of an alcohol base. You can put witch hazel. You can put a bit of bicarb and water. And blend them and actually use them as a spray.
Absolutely. They're nature's medicine cabinet, and everybody needs a pack. We're going to go over to this clip now. This is Nikki again talking about her favourite oils from BE.
I've always known that I can use oils with animals. I up until I came to Australia 13 years ago, I always had horses. And one of the things I would do with the horses, if they were particularly skiddy, I used to have a box of like 26 oils, and I'd bring the oils out, and invariably the horse would choose the oil that it wanted. So I've known for, many, many years that this was very powerful with animals. But Reggie was a puppy, and he's a particular type of puppy. He's a moodle. And historically, I know from friends who have any type of oodle that they tend to get a little bit of separation anxiety, and they can be a little bit nervy. I think I've got one of the most chilled oodles in the world, but from a very early age, I would rub a little bit of Becalm on his tummy, or, I'd just give him a little massage while I was watching TV into his fur, and he comes for it now, he looks for it. You only have to go and do your research to know that the olfactory system, the power of smell, is the most powerful sense that we have. When you smell something, it bypasses all of these neurons and synapses and all these processes in your brain, and it goes straight to trigger something in your brain. And that's proven. Whether that's a memory or a feeling or a sensation, it hits the spot. It doesn't have to be filtered or processed. Oh, look. There will always be skeptics, and everybody's entitled to, their beliefs. And I think in this world that is, as I said earlier, so frantic, and people are searching for answers, and people are starting to slow down, maybe we should go back to nature and think back a few thousand years and think they weren't so wrong at all. You go back to ancient times, and they were using plants as medicine and aromatherapy. In fact, the father of modern medicine himself, Hippocrates, said 5,000 years ago, the very plants that grow on our grave could be the plants that save us. So I think, although there are skeptics, there is becoming an awakening, there's becoming a shift in mindset, as perhaps people are realising that this fast-paced, instant gratification world is actually not working.
Well, it's certainly not working at the moment. It's certainly not working at the moment. I think people are reviewing their choices and just stepping back a little bit, understanding what's important and how important it is to stay healthy. So there's your Pure pack for your diffusers. In the last few minutes of this show, we want to talk about the most famous duo that has ever been. That was Nikki's favourite. It's my producer Ash's favourite. It's your yin and yang. It is your AM and PM duo of Be Uplifted and Be Calm for $119. 301-244. These are not pure, they're 100ml bottles. These are your massage blend.
Yes.
Cheryl, Be Uplifted and Be Calm. I don't know any more famous products that have changed more lives in the world. I really don't.
I have sold thousands of these two, and I think they it's because they go on the body, and because people realise that aromatherapy, when it's applied on the body, being in a base, it's very moisturising. Sweet almond, wheat germ, macadamia are full of antioxidants, full of so much, but they actually go into the skin very readily. And with all the essential oils, you've got 5% essential oils in those bottles, which isn't a lot. Most products on the market would have between 1.5, 2.5.
Oh, okay.
They're very strong blends, and people love them. And I've just been very, very lucky, I guess, because
Look at the dog,
it's a simple choice. Do I want to be energised and happy, or do I want to be calm? And that's where the two are perfect for everyone. And you can hop in the shower and then put these on, and they are the best moisturisers for your skin.
They are life-changing products. You've got the 30-day money-back guarantee. You'll see. You'll know. You'll be one of the, what'd you say, tens of thousands of reviews that you've received. It would have to be.
It would have to be. We lost a lot at one particular stage with a website that went down, and we lost thousands of reviews there, but I have thousands of reviews.
Because of where you live, Cheryl, you need to move.
That one wasn't my fault.
Oh, that one wasn't? Okay.
But
Technology is not your friend, Cheryl.
No,
It's not,
so,
is it?
it wasn't very good of the other company to lose them, but
Yes.
but they were wonderful reviews. But I still have thousands of reviews, so many that I haven't been able to add them to the website.
No, they come in every day.
Because I'd have to be sitting there and adding them and typing, and it would take forever. So I'm getting more fresh ones coming in now, but I have the original ones there, and it's such an honour and a blessing really to know, because people are going through really tough times. And I even heard that there was the Irish Prime Minister was talking about the calm before the storm, you know. We're looking at a time in our history now where this is unprecedented. You know, everyone's really starting to react, and I love the fact that essential oils are one of the best things I know to help you. And they help your mood, they help you in so many ways. Natural medicines have been used for thousands and thousands of years.
Absolutely.
They can be applied to the skin, and I love that about them.
Okay, let's, I think, what an amazing show. We're going to recap what we've seen, the Pures. So
Yes.
for people that want to pop the BE in their diffusers or their oil burners, there they are, 302987. You're actually getting one of those for free. If you are comparing, please compare apples with apples. If you're on the internet looking at the price of Pure essential oils, please make sure they're therapeutic grade. They contain the crystal and they are pure. Here is the 5-pack of massage blends. 301243 is the item number. Take Afterpay. We're not allowed to mention it ever until maybe later in the year, but there is your trio: Be Relieved, Be Light and Be Sport. Always a favorite. Go online, read the reviews. This is a life-changing brand and we are extremely proud here to have them at Open Shop and to have this beautiful woman. I'm going to flout the rules and touch her. I'd kiss her too if I could.